Your words are spells, and your thoughts are infected. The words you use every day are holding you back from the life you want. But it's not your fault. You've been programmed by society's language to live within invisible boundaries. But what if you could reprogram your mind with the right words? In the next few minutes, you'll learn how to harness the vibrational power of language to manifest your dreams. We'll show you how to channel words with intention, creating the reality you desire. It's time to reclaim your power as the main character in your life. Your transformation starts now. Before that, have you ever felt like your life is on autopilot? Like the goals you're chasing, the beliefs you hold, and even the words you speak were all set up before you even had a say? If you've ever felt trapped in a reality that doesn't quite fit, this could be why. Your words are controlling you. But here's the part nobody ever told you. The very words you use every day are quietly wiring your mind, shaping your world, and setting limits on what you believe is possible. And it's been happening since the moment you learned to speak. And this isn't just a passing thought. It's a carefully guarded secret. For centuries, powerful people have known how language creates reality. Words aren't just communication. They're programming tools for the mind. By simply choosing certain words, you can either open doors to success, love, and happiness, or seal yourself off in a prison of limitations. And the language you've been taught? It's built to keep you contained. This video is different from anything else you've watched. It's not just information, it's a doorway. I'm going to reveal exactly how to crack the hidden code in language that keeps people in mental cages, and teach you how to unlock the words that will let you finally break free. And there's a science behind this too. Every word, every thought sends signals in your brain that change how you see the world and what you think is possible. But 99% of people have no idea this even exists. Right now, you're part of a tiny fraction of people with the chance to break this cycle. So don't miss this. By the end of this video, you'll have the tools to start rewriting your reality with words designed to bring success, joy, and freedom into your life. This isn't just a video. It's your first step toward a new life. Imagine waking up and realizing that every belief you hold, every goal you chase, and every choice you've made was shaped by forces you never even noticed. It's like a spell was cast on you from the moment you learned to speak. And here's the unsettling truth. Language itself is a system of control, filled with hidden meanings designed to keep you in line. Every word you use, every phrase you repeat, is part of that spell. Think about the word spelling. When you arrange letters to form words, you're casting a spell. This isn't just a poetic idea. It's a reminder that words have the power to create and control. Every time you spell something out, you're bringing ideas to life, giving them shape and meaning. Words, even the ones we use casually, hold hidden influence. Or take the word contract. Break it down and you get con and tract, a binding path. A contract doesn't just bring people together, it locks them into a path with rules and obligations, pretending to protect while limiting freedom. Contracts create invisible chains, binding you into agreements that are hard to escape. And consider the word human. Split it, and you get Hu and man, a being of light, of energy. But that's not how society sees you. You're taught to view yourself as physical, just a body, a limited being. Yet, within the word human is a hidden reminder that you are energy, light, capable of more than you're told. Even simple words like awaken carry hidden meanings. Think of awake, which is often a gathering after death. True awakening is a kind of death, a death of old beliefs, an end to blindly following the script society handed you. To awaken is to let go of the part of you that's been asleep, unaware of the language shaping your reality. And every morning you rise again, but look closer. Morning sounds just like morning. Each day you wake up, in a sense, mourning the loss of dreams and potential, stepping back into routines that limit you. Mourning isn't just the start of a day, it subtly suggests loss, a reminder that each day may feel the same as the last. The legal system knows this all too well. Think of a summons. In court, a summons requires you to appear, but it's also a term in magic. Summoning means calling forth a presence. When you're summoned to court, you're not just being invited, you're being commanded, as if the system has a claim on your very presence, controlling you as a wizard would control a spirit. Now look up at the universe. Uni means one, and verse means word. The universe is one word, a single vibration from which everything unfolds. This idea suggests that everything in existence is created through language, spoken into being. Reality itself is a continuous spell, each part connected through words. Then there's emotion, or emotion, meaning energy in motion. Your emotions are waves of energy, and every word you speak can shift that energy, directing it in different ways. This is why language is powerful. It doesn't just express thoughts, it moves, shapes, and influences how you feel and act. And think about belief. Break it down, and you get be life. Whatever you believe becomes part of your life. Your beliefs shape your reality, influencing what you see as possible. This is why society cares so much about controlling what you believe. If they control your beliefs, they control the life you create. Or consider the word broadcast, to cast out ideas broadly, to send messages to the masses. Every ad, every headline, every piece of news is a broadcast, a spell cast over society, shaping opinions, desires, and fears on a large scale. Don't forget authority. Look at it closely. Author, IT. Those in authority are the authors of the world's story. They don't just enforce rules. They write the script that everyone else follows, setting the direction without most people noticing. Even the word government carries a hidden message. Govern plus meant to govern the mind. The government doesn't just make laws. It shapes how people think, what they believe, what they see as normal. It's not just control, it's mental guidance, placing boundaries on what you accept as truth. Then there's your occupation. At first glance, it's just a job, right? But think of occupy, something that fills your time, your energy, your thoughts. Your occupation isn't just work. It's a spell that occupies your mind, keeping you focused on tasks rather than bigger questions about your purpose. And finally, mortgage. Mort means death, and gage means pledge. A mortgage is a death pledge, tying you into a long-term contract that controls your life until it's paid off. It's a commitment that drains your time and energy, keeping you bound to the system in exchange for the illusion of ownership. Each of these words isn't just a label, it's a spell, a carefully crafted command that shapes how you live, think, and see yourself. Language is layered, designed to keep you within invisible walls. But here's the truth, they don't want you to see. You have the power to break free from these spells. Right now, you can start to rewrite your language, to choose words that set you free instead of binding you, words that create possibilities, not limits. By using language with intention, you can dismantle the script that has shaped your life and replace it with one of your own design. If words hold this much power, why doesn't everyone know? It's simple. Most people are asleep. They go through life, repeating the same words, never questioning their meaning, never seeing the invisible chains. They don't understand that language is more than communication. It's control. So ask yourself, what words have you been living by? Are they words that free you or words that confine you? It's time to wake up, to reclaim language as a tool for creation, not limitation. The power to rewrite your story is within you. The only question is, are you ready to use it? Prepare to unlock the hidden power within your words. Every time you speak, you're casting a spell that shapes your reality. This isn't just communication. It's an ancient magic that can change your life. Think about your daily routine. Brushing your teeth, grabbing coffee, heading to work. Seems ordinary, right? But hidden within these mundane acts is a force you wield without even knowing it. You're a creator, and every word you utter is a manifestation of your life. But let's take a closer look at language itself. The word spell reveals a link to spelling, hinting that arranging letters and forming words can influence reality. And it goes deeper. The word grammar comes from the Latin grimoire, meaning book of spells. Even the structure of language has magical potential, where words and sentences create real effects. And it's not just in words. Hidden influences are all around us. Consider alcohol, for example, a word with a mystical lineage. Alcohol comes from alcool, an Arabic term, originally referring to a powdered coal for the eyes, later symbolizing spirit. Many cultures believed alcohol could separate the soul from the body, allowing outside energies to influence the drinker. Think of it as more than just a drink. It's a spirit you're inviting into your life. Now think of water. Water has memory, carrying vibrations from everything it encounters. Each drop holds a history, a subtle memory, even reacting to emotions and words around it. So when you drink, it's as if you're taking in not just water, but the vibrations of everything that water has touched. Imagine the power of drinking with intention, knowing that each sip aligns with the energy around you. Fasting isn't just physical, it's spiritual. When you fast, your body clears old cells and regenerates like a reset button. This purification brings mental clarity, helping you break old patterns and align with a higher state of being. Through fasting, you can reprogram your mind, releasing limitations and achieving a more elevated self. Have you ever noticed how music sticks with you, shaping your mood and beliefs? Music is more than entertainment. It's hypnosis. The lyrics and rhythms of songs can subconsciously program your mind, binding you to certain emotional patterns. This soundtrack of society affects how you see the world, aligning you with collective mindsets or specific emotions. Be mindful of what you listen to, as each song carries a message that might be shaping your thoughts. We are electromagnetic beings, generating energy with each thought and emotion. Think of legal language. You can be charged in court, kept in a cell, or treated as a unit in a system. Society treats us like batteries, fitting us into a network of rules and roles. But remember, you're more than a part of the machine. You have the power to shape your energy, to choose what you give and receive. Now back to your words. You might wonder why saying "I'm a millionaire" doesn't fill your bank account instantly. The magic of language is subtle but powerful. Studies show that repeating phrases reshapes your brain through neuroplasticity, altering thought patterns and emotional responses. Every phrase you repeat becomes a powerful incantation shaping your reality. The phrases you tell yourself, "I'm not good enough," "I'll never succeed," are spells that limit your life. But the good news? You can flip the script. Positive self-talk rewires the mind, building confidence, well-being, and success. When you speak empowering words, you cast spells of abundance, clarity, and strength. There's a deeper truth behind the saying, "I create what I speak." This isn't just motivational, it's a spiritual truth. Even abracadabra is thought to mean, "I create as I speak." Ancient traditions understood that words manifest reality, turning intentions into existence. Most people unconsciously cast spells all day, unaware of the magic they weave. They speak carelessly, not realizing the impact of every word on their reality. But now you know the truth. Will you keep casting spells of doubt and limitation, or step into your power as a creator? The magic is on the tip of your tongue. Use it with intention and watch as your world transforms before your eyes. There's a theory called linguistic determinism. It says that language doesn't just help us talk, it actually shapes how we see the world. People who speak different languages can think about time, emotions, or even color in unique ways because their words frame these ideas differently. Language, then, is like a pair of glasses we wear without knowing. It affects how we understand and respond to the world. Some words carry hidden histories that affect us. For example, the word mortgage comes from Latin and means death pledge. When we say mortgage, there's an unconscious idea of it being a heavy, even lifelong commitment. Then there are phrases like, money doesn't grow on trees. These sayings may seem harmless, but they actually reinforce scarcity, the idea that money is hard to come by. We repeat them, and they quietly shape our beliefs. To step outside the limits of language, start with awareness. Listen to the words and phrases you use each day. Are they lifting you up or holding you down? If you catch yourself saying, I can't afford this, try switching to, how could I make this possible? Or instead of, this is too hard, try, what can I learn from this? Words don't just have meanings, they carry energy. Studies show that words can actually change the structure of water molecules. Positive words create beautiful, ordered shapes, while negative ones create chaotic shapes. Since our bodies are mostly water, the words we choose could impact us on a physical level too, affecting our moods, thoughts, and health. The words you use aren't just for communication. They're tools for creating the life you want. Choose words that align with positivity, growth, and possibility. By doing this, you're crafting a reality that fits your goals and dreams. Are you ready to break free from the invisible limits of language? Start using words with purpose and watch how your world begins to change. Your words are far more than symbols or sounds. They're vibrations, frequencies that interact with the world around you, literally impacting the structure of reality. This isn't just theory, it's supported by hard science. Scientists in the field of cymatics have shown that sound waves create precise patterns in materials like sand, water, and even air. By vibrating at different frequencies, sound transforms matter into beautiful, organized shapes or chaotic, fragmented forms, depending on the frequency. Imagine this. If sound waves can alter matter in something as simple as sand, think about the effect your words, your personal vibrations, have on your body, your surroundings, and even other people. One of the most astonishing studies that demonstrated the power of words was conducted by Dr. Masaru Emoto. His experiments involved speaking or writing positive and negative words to water, then freezing it to observe the crystal structures. Positive words like love and gratitude formed intricate, beautiful crystals, while words like hate and fear created chaotic, fragmented shapes. Here's where it gets personal. Your body is about 60% water. If words can impact water in such a physical way, imagine how your cells, the water inside you, respond to the words you speak and hear every day. You're not just hearing or speaking words, you're affecting your own cellular structure. And it's not just water. Studies on plants show that language has a significant impact on growth and health. Plants exposed to kind words and positive music thrive, while those subjected to negative speech or silence grow slower or even wilt. This indicates that language, specifically the energy behind it, influences the world around you, living, breathing, growing life forms. By choosing kinder words, even toward yourself, you can create an environment of positivity that affects not only you, but everything around you. You may be wondering, how does this apply to my daily life? This is where it gets truly fascinating. Your words carry frequencies that impact your emotional and physical states. High-frequency words like love, joy, and gratitude can elevate your mood, increase your energy, and even affect your physical health. Low-frequency words like hate, fear, and failure, on the other hand, create stress, negativity, and disharmony within your body and mind. Here's proof that you've already felt this effect. Think about the difference between someone saying, "I love you," versus "I hate you." Those words don't just feel different emotionally. They resonate within you, creating a physical and mental reaction. The words you choose shape your experiences and even the way others respond to you. Here's how to start harnessing this power in your daily life. Take a moment to observe the words you use most often. Are they uplifting, or do they lean toward the negative? Start by challenging yourself to replace common negative phrases with positive ones. For example, instead of saying, "I can't," try to say, "I am capable." These small changes will help lift your energy, elevate your mood, and even open your mind to new possibilities. You may have heard of affirmations, and maybe you've even tried them, only to feel they didn't work. Why? Because for affirmations to truly impact your reality, you must align your conscious language with your subconscious beliefs. Simply repeating words isn't enough. They need to resonate with what you actually believe. Otherwise, the subconscious may reject them. For affirmations to be effective, they need to feel true, real, and possible, which may require reframing or starting with small, believable steps. Are you ready to become the creator of your own life? Start today by choosing words that reflect the reality you want to create. The more you align your language with high-frequency, positive vibrations, the more harmony you bring into your life. You're not just speaking, you're shaping your future, one word at a time. Ever wonder why some people seem to achieve their goals easily while others struggle? Here's a hidden truth. The words in your mind play a big role in shaping your reality. Your subconscious mind is like a factory, constantly creating thoughts, beliefs, and reactions, most of which you're not even aware of. This language factory is at work 24/7, silently influencing how you see yourself and what you believe you're capable of. Research shows that the human mind creates up to 70,000 thoughts a day. And here's the surprising part. Most of them run on autopilot. Many of the beliefs we hold come from repeated thoughts we aren't even aware of, formed over years from the words and ideas we were exposed to growing up. Every day, this mental factory runs scripts in the background, using words you hear, thoughts you repeat, and beliefs you carry. It's like a constant program that can lift you up or hold you back. Here's a wild example of how language influences us. In one famous experiment, people watched a car crash video and were asked different questions afterward. One group was asked if they saw the broken headlight, while another was asked if they saw a broken headlight. Just the tiny difference between "the" and "a" made people more likely to remember seeing a broken headlight that didn't exist. This shows how a small change in wording can shift how we perceive reality. Imagine how this works in everyday life. If certain words can change a memory, think about how the language you hear all the time, from friends, media, or even self-talk, shapes your own beliefs and memories, whether or not they're accurate. Your subconscious absorbs these words, building a reality around them. Just like how our subconscious is like a mirror, reflecting back what we tell it. If you often say, "I'm terrible at math," your mind begins to believe it's true, setting up mental barriers whenever you face a math problem. This is known as self-verification. The mind works to match what you believe about yourself. It's as if every word you say becomes a rule, creating limits or opportunities. To break these limits, start by changing your words. If you replace "I always mess up" with "I'm learning every day," you're planting new ideas that allow your mind to explore possibilities rather than keeping you locked in old beliefs. A lot of our inner beliefs start when we're young. Research shows that the words we hear as kids set up patterns in our minds. Children told they're capable or smart often grow up believing in their own abilities. But if they hear negative words, those can stick with them, affecting how they see themselves as adults. So it's possible that some of the thoughts you carry today come from words you absorbed long ago. One amazing tool to reprogram your mind is visualization. Your subconscious can't always tell the difference between what's real and what's vividly imagined. That's why athletes and performers use visualization to build their skills. They see themselves succeeding, which creates strong mental pathways that make success feel achievable. If you combine visualization with words that align with your goals, you create powerful, new pathways in your mind. For instance, spend 5 minutes each day picturing yourself achieving a goal and pairing it with phrases like, "I am confident," or "I am ready." This repetition strengthens the belief in your subconscious, aligning your mind with what you truly want. So how do you get your subconscious language factory working for you? It starts with noticing the words you say to yourself. Are they positive and empowering, or do they reinforce limits? Shift statements like, "I can't," to "I'm figuring it out." Instead of, "This is impossible," try, "I'll find a way." Over time, these changes make a big impact. This isn't just positive thinking, it's creating the mental foundation for your goals. By speaking in ways that reflect the reality you want, you're guiding your subconscious to support those beliefs, building a future that aligns with your dreams. Are you ready to reprogram the language factory in your mind and create the life you truly desire? Want to start designing your reality with words? Begin with small changes. When you catch yourself saying things like, "I can't handle this," try saying, "I'm becoming stronger." By making small shifts like these, you're changing the patterns in your mind. Over time, these words build a foundation of resilience and self-belief. Try this exercise. For one day, replace any negative phrase with a positive one. Instead of saying, "This is impossible," try, "Someone once did it, so I can do too." This simple habit can change how your mind approaches challenges. Imagine building a life where words of growth, strength, and positivity are your foundation. Every word you choose is like a brushstroke on the canvas of your life. Language doesn't just reflect your thoughts, it shapes them. By consciously choosing words that uplift and empower, you're actively creating a reality that aligns with your highest goals. You're not just talking, you're creating. This journey with the matrix of words isn't about fear or avoiding certain phrases. It's about choosing language that moves you forward, uplifts your spirit, and creates opportunities. It's about empowerment, not fear. Start small, pay attention, and choose words that serve your purpose. Are you ready to step into your true power with words? In the next section, we'll explore techniques from ancient practices to amplify this even more, using language as a tool to align with your deepest desires. This is your moment. The journey is just beginning. Quantum physics has shown us that observation influences reality. In famous experiments like the double-slit experiment, scientists observed that particles behaved differently when they were switching between waves and particles depending on observation. This discovery shocked the scientific world. Consciousness itself seemed to affect matter. Now, consider this same principle applied to language. Every word you think or speak is an act of observation, directing energy into the field of infinite possibilities around us. In other words, your language might be creating tiny shifts in your quantum reality. Think of words as observers that affect the way the quantum field behaves around you. The power of language isn't just theoretical. Research has shown that people who use positive language have better health outcomes than those who don't. A groundbreaking study published in Psychosomatic Medicine found that positive affirmations and uplifting language correlated with lower blood pressure, improved immune function, and even reduced rates of depression. It's as if the body responds on a physical level to the words we use, a quantum response that goes far beyond mere attitude. Imagine your words as switches in a quantum field, toggling between different realities. The simplest language shift can have profound impacts on your experience. For example, try replacing "I have to" with "I get to." This isn't just a shift in tone. You're actively choosing a more expansive version of reality. In quantum terms, It's like selecting a higher probability outcome where opportunities flow to you. Quantum theory allows for multiple possibilities, and by changing our words, we're subtly choosing the outcomes we desire. Here's a challenge. For one day, pay attention to every limiting phrase you use, like, "I can't," or "this will never happen." Replace these with expansive alternatives such as, "I'm discovering how." Each time you do this, you're gently nudging your reality into new, uncharted territory. Science shows that words can influence perception and behavior, which means you're not just being positive. You're creating a foundation for a new reality. In quantum physics, there's a concept called collapsing the wave function. When an observer makes a measurement, the field of possibilities collapses into a specific state. Now think of your affirmations as tools for collapsing the reality you desire. By saying, "I'm becoming successful," rather than "I will be successful someday," you're not just speaking, you're aligning with that desired reality right now. This alignment is key to influencing your quantum experience, amplifying the probability of what you want. If language holds this much power, why don't we all use it intentionally? There are barriers, doubts, habits, and even social conditioning that keep us from fully stepping into this power. But here's the key: awareness. By becoming conscious of your word choices, you can start breaking through these limitations. The matrix of words is real, and with every phrase, you're building the life you experience. Mass media operates with specific strategies designed to influence your subconscious deeply, creating a world where reality is crafted by carefully chosen words. Every headline, every phrase is a powerful incantation, programming your perception. And here's the shocking truth: it's working on you right now. Now, let's expose a subtler trick: framing. Imagine reading about a protest labeled a riot versus a demonstration. The words alone change the emotional response. Studies reveal that words act as mental frames, guiding you toward a particular perception of events. Media can frame the same scenario in multiple ways, creating support or disapproval, dividing opinions, and nudging people to choose sides without even realizing it. This hidden linguistic sleight of hand is one of the media's most potent tools, shaping public attitudes on everything from policy to social issues. There's another hidden force at play, one that keeps people in line with the dominant narrative. Known as the spiral of silence, this theory explains how media influences public perception by making minority opinions appear less popular or even dangerous. When media repeatedly amplifies certain viewpoints, people with opposing views feel isolated, often choosing to stay silent rather than face potential social rejection. This creates echo chambers where only a narrow range of ideas circulate, making the public believe that a dominant perspective is truth, when in fact, it's a carefully crafted illusion. In this way, media doesn't just report reality, it manufactures it. So what can you do? Start by becoming aware of these techniques. Notice the language in headlines, the repetition of phrases, and the framing of stories. Ask yourself, why these specific words? What's the emotional intent here? Recognizing these techniques is like lifting he-spell, an essential step in reclaiming your mind from manipulative influence. Here's the ultimate takeaway. The news isn't simply reflecting reality, it's actively shaping it. Every headline you read, every story you absorb, is a spell influencing how you see and interact with the world. Now that you're aware of this global linguistic spell, you might feel overwhelmed, but remember, knowledge is power. You've already begun to shield yourself from these influences, and we're not done yet. There's a more pervasive form of linguistic control that touches nearly every aspect of our lives. Imagine this video vanishing after you've watched it, its insights lost to censorship because of the powerful revelations within. You'd be left with the memory of one critical message: words are more than sounds. They are tools with energy, capable of shaping reality. Let's break down how words interact with your mind on a physical level. Every word you encounter reinforces a path in your brain. The process, called neuroplasticity, isn't limited to positive affirmations or simple thoughts. It includes every single phrase you hear and think. Language therapy studies show that specific word choices can change how the brain processes emotions, making some words trigger positivity, while others entrench negative responses. Over time, language creates patterns that form emotional responses and shape our entire worldview. Neuroplasticity is particularly interesting because it shatters the myth that only children can easily learn new languages or thought patterns. While early life critical periods are vital for development, adults also retain the ability to reshape their minds through focused language work. Learning to speak differently, replacing limiting beliefs with intentional, growth-centered language, physically rewires neural pathways, even in adulthood, proving that we can all rewrite our mental scripts at any age. Quantum physics suggests that the act of observation influences reality. Particles behave differently when observed. Now, apply this idea to language. Each word we use is a form of observation, collapsing possibilities into perceived truths. When you speak positively about yourself or your future, you aren't merely being optimistic. You're choosing a specific potential from an infinite field of possibilities, creating a reality frame based on those words. Beyond individual words, societal language creates frames that guide group belief systems. For instance, language frames in media, terms like riot versus protest or reform versus regulation, shape our understanding without us even realizing it. These frames aren't just opinions. They're powerful tools that create an emotional response, nudging collective reality in certain directions. Recognizing these linguistic frames is the first step to breaking free from narratives designed to control perception. Here's the key takeaway. Language is a tool you can wield with intention. Words like abundance, growth, and joy elevate mental and emotional states, while words tied to doubt and lack do the opposite. As you start selecting language aligned with your vision, you're not just thinking positively, you're actively shaping your mind, your body, and your future. This is your invitation to move beyond passive speech into intentional, reality-shaping language. Each word is a choice, a vibration that builds the reality around you. Use this power deliberately and watch as the world you envision begins to materialize. So here we are. Now you know that words are more than just sounds or symbols. They're vibrations, each carrying the power to shape your life, your body, and your mind. From the smallest thoughts to the grandest visions, words define how you see the world and how the world sees you. It's like you've been given a key, a tool you can use to unlock doors to a reality you've always wanted, but never knew how to reach. Take a moment and think. What words have you been living by? Are there phrases you've been repeating that hold you back? Imagine the possibilities if you replace those with empowering words that lift you up instead. You're not just changing words, you're transforming the way you experience life. I want you to try something simple. For just one day, notice the words you say to yourself and to others. When you catch yourself using a negative phrase, swap it for something that opens you up to new possibilities. And imagine what's possible when you take control of your language. When you start speaking with intention, you create a reality that reflects your true potential. You're not bound by invisible limits. You have the power to break free. Every word is a choice, a chance to rewrite the story you tell yourself and the world. Remember, this journey isn't about becoming someone else. It's about uncovering the real you. The power has always been within you, waiting to be used. Now that you understand the true impact of your words, the only question left is, what will you create? If you liked this video, check out my video on the real meaning of human. And thank you for helping us reach 100,000 subscribers. It means a lot to me. that so many of you find worth in what we're building here. Thank you for joining me on this journey. Remember, every word you say has the potential to change your life. Use it with purpose. Your new reality starts now.